There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Vanderbilt's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Caught over the middle. It's Sherrill. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Smith wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Alexander. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react differently.
Breaks into the open. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Got it behind the line. It's Alexander. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides the back on the option to give. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. And it's no good. He missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So Mississippi State's offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like,
there he goes! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And that one's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The play action fake. Looking to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off play action on 1st down. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Makes the grab. It's Winston. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Just keep slinging it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing.
Turning it on. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you've got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. And he's wrestled to the ground. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. He'll ride his man on the option. Quarterback gets enough. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Off the play fake. Quarterback adapting. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Makes the grab. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Here comes the option. Here's the handoff. Trying to get it in. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play.
Breaks into the open. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Back to pass, it's Sorsby. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Newberry. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Using his legs, it's Alexander. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Smith dropping to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. It's caught. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. The option look. He'll pitch it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
Now the toss. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash at 39 yards out. No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. He'll pull it on the read. Got the 1st down and more. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds his man. It's Dortch. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Dortch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just a short pass to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
The Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they could be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now.
He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. So now it's second and long. Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the outside. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Buys a little extra time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Now the pitch. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Smith wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll run the option. They'll try the run. He has the first and still on his feet. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Goes to the option. The pitch. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might as well stick with him. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to the ground. Across the 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Punch it out of the air, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dores! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point splits the upright to 28-13. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Mississippi State going up tempo. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. On the option. He'll pitch it. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Commodores will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a third and long. To the air. It's Sorsby. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The give to the tailback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. The sure hands, it's Glover.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
They'll keep it on the ground. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like...
Touchdown, Commodores! And the route is on. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking to make sure. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 21 over Alabama. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Winston. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab, it's Thompson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle, it's Reese. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's got an open man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're
turning it on. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Split backs here. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Vandy. Great job by the back on the option. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw on that play.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Brings it down on the right side. Off and running. Touchdown, Bulldog. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. He gets enough for the 1st down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of